it's partly cloudy here in Gweru main campus, Midlands State University main campus, and we are giving you another episode of the Faculty Focus. And my name is your Uncle Kyle, and of course, you know there is no substitute for quality. And with me today, I have Miss E. Matope from the social work. She's a lecturer in the Midlands State University Department of Social Work. Miss Matope, we welcome you very much to this Faculty Focus.
Thank you so much for having me here.
And we want to dig in deep into what inspired your journey into social work and how it led you to teach at Midlands State University.
Okay. I didn't want to be a social worker in the first place. Why I'm saying so is because it happened during the process. Okay. Back in high school, I used to participate in the junior health club, and I was in the first aid club, and I even went on as far as to actually train with the Mars cadet team. But later on, I started volunteering in the community. Whilst I was volunteering, I was working out with different types of people. And during that time, a lot of people were saying, the way you're working with the people in the community, you're more of a social worker than somebody who wants to focus in the health sector. Okay. So that's when I decided to do social work. And then social work actually brought out the latent ella in me. Okay. Why I'm saying so is that I didn't realize that I could actually use my voice and to actually change other people's livelihoods. And that was my strength. And I made use of that strength. Then when I actually finished my undergrad and went for my master's, I then realized that I could actually become in academia, focus on lecturing, because I could actually tap into those students who actually feel shy, who are not that confident, to actually mold them through social work to realize their inner self and to actually activate their latent self that can actually change their livelihoods.
All right. So should we say that social work was your passion? Because you said that you were doing something else, and then people kept on telling you that, why don't you venture into social work? Was it your passion, or it was something that was pushed by other external forces?
When people started mentioning that, I then started to introspect. And then I realized that I was a social worker, but I hadn't realized that I was. Growing up, you remember when you want to go into the helping profession, people used to focus on nursing. And I used to think that since I was in the first aid club, maybe I was more focused into nursing. But I didn't realize that that wasn't my calling. My calling was in social work.
All right. So how does your department respond to the most pressing social issues in Zimbabwe today? Okay.
The School of Social Work, as I shall say, this school, our modules are tailored to fit into the different societal problems that we're having at the moment. Remember, we have issues to do with drug and substance use, poverty, child marriages, intimate partner violence. And intimate partner violence not only focuses on females. Remember, also males are also affected. And students that come to the School of Social Work are equipped with the skills to deal with these everyday issues. Remember, we also have modules such as introduction to working with communities. We've got group work. We've also got casework. These actually equip you with skills to interview, assess, and work with the clients so that they can restore their social functioning, and also become self-determinant, where they can actually come up with their own solutions to deal with their problems. And when we're also looking at drug and substance use, we've got modules even at master's level where students actually specialize, where they want to go into direct practice, which is clinical social work. Students are equipped with ways they can actually tackle these issues. That is looking at the policies that are available, analyzing them, and coming up with strategies that can actually assist at macro level in Zimbabwe. And we also have issues to do with poverty. Remember, we're talking about sustainable development, and there have been issues to do with decolonization of social work. What am I saying? Remember, social work is a borrowed profession. It came from the United Kingdom. Then in Zimbabwe, we are trying to decolonize it so that it fits within our own systems. What am I saying? Remember, we say I am because you are. We believe in Ubuntu. And when we're looking at issues to do with sustainable development, we're looking at where we can work with others as communities to build our better communities, to use the resources that I have with others so that we can improve our livelihoods. And we're also looking at issues to do with drug and substance abuse, where we are saying when we apply Ubuntu in social work, we are making use of the communities, we're making use of kinship relationships, where we come together, we sit and discuss issues that are affecting the children in the communities, issues affecting adults, women and children, and even males, how we can actually combat drug and substance abuse. So these are some of the skills that we impart to the students so that when they go into the community, they can actually tackle these issues as students and as the department also.
All right. Now, Ms. Matope, how do your graduates impact communities after completing the social work program at Midlands State University?
When these students graduate from the School of Social Work, Midlands School of Social Work, of course, they go into the community. And students can come up with different strategies that they can use to change the livelihoods of the societies. We're talking about social justice. These graduates can work within the public sector, the private sector. When we're looking at the public sector, we also, where they work as probation officers, they're working as social welfare officers. Probation officers are those who actually focus even on child protection, when issues to do with the protection of children. Maybe if you go to the courts, you see that issues to do with sexual abuse. Social workers play a pivotal role in actually informing the justice system on how these children have been sexually abused and what can be done so that they can actually live a better life. And also when you're looking at issues to do with the community, as I stated previously, issues to do with community development, students who have graduated can actually partake roles as project managers within the civil society in these organizations. There are a lot of programs that are run around the country. These graduates can actually make use of the skills that have been imparted in them in terms of monitoring and evaluation, project planning and management, and this can actually change the communities. And also we've got what we call occupational social work, which these graduates can actually use, actually taking part in the mining sector. Remember, there are a lot of issues that happen within the mining sector in terms of the health of the miners, their welfare, and how they work underground or even above ground. And social workers can actually change their livelihoods and how actually business is run within the mining sector.
Right. As we sum it all, Ms. Matope, what makes MSU's social work program a preferred choice for aspiring social workers?
Thank you so much. What I can say is that Midlands State University School of Social Work is the only social work school in Zimbabwe and others. So that makes us unique. In one of the issues that make us unique is that the School of Social Work is accredited. All the programs that are run at the School of Social Work are accredited with ZIMCHE. They are also accredited with the Council of Social Work Zimbabwe. And you realize that most of the students, in fact, all the students who actually graduate and want to actually go seek greener pastures, even in the UK, in America, they do not have difficulties in actually registering there because the School of Social Work is accredited. And also the way the modules are formulated actually equips the students with the skills that they need to work, whether it's direct practice, macro practice, and also issues to do with specialization. As I stated that when you want to do your master's in social work, we've got two tracks, the developmental track which is macro practice, and of course clinical track, which is direct practice. Of course, the clinical track is where you want to work within the hospitals, you want to work as probation officers also. And when we're looking at developmental track, it's where you're focusing on macro, you're looking at policy change, you're looking at community development. So this is actually one of our strengths as the School of Social Work. And as a student, if you want to come to the School of Social Work, you'll get the opportunity to tap into the areas that you feel and that you see they can actually impact your life and others. And this is actually what makes the School of Social Work the place to be.
Mm-hmm. Well, Miss Matope, it's been an honor to have you on this podcast, and we're hoping that this shouldn't be the first and last time to have you on the program. We're hoping that next time you'll probably be telling us that you came up with a certain research or a certain innovation in your field that you want to talk about on the faculty focus. But again, to all our listeners and our audience, we really want to thank you very much for the support that you've been giving to these visuals for the Midlands State University faculty focus. Until we meet again next time, my name is your Uncle Carl, and of course, you know there is no substitute for quality. Until next time again, it's bye-bye for now.